When a bird is force-fed, he's grabbed and restrained. His head is pulled back and a 12-inch tube is forcibly inserted down his throat. This tube pumps huge amounts of concentrated grain, fat, and compressed air into the bird, painfully expanding his esophagus and stomach. He will endure this agonizing process 3 times a day for weeks until his liver swells to nearly 10 times its normal size. Then, he'll be slaughtered.
Good evening, esteemed members of the Animal Advisory Commission, honorable members. It's good to see your faces once again. I'm sure you all know it's atypical for a city to have an Animal Advisory Commission that advocates for the consideration of non-human animals, so I just want you to know how much we appreciate you, and I personally commend you all. My name is Pete, and I'm here today alongside my colleagues to address a pressing issue that demands our attention, the need for a citywide ban on the sale of foie gras in Austin, Texas. The production of foie gras is cruel and unusual. Shoving metal pipes down the throats of ducks and force-feeding them in order to maliciously cause liver disease is barbaric, in fact. I don't think it has any room in a civil society. Now, I want to highlight the strong public support for such a ban. Surveys conducted across the country paint a very clear picture of public sentiment regarding foie gras. As far back as 2004, a Zogby poll revealed that a staggering 77% of Americans oppose foie gras due to its cruel production methods. More recently, a 2019 Mason-Dixon poll showed that 81% of New Yorkers, including 88% of Republicans, are in favor of a ban. Such high levels of agreement demonstrate that this issue transcends political and personal ideologies, uniting people from all backgrounds and walks of life with a shared commitment for compassion and animal welfare. These surveys reflect not just a passing trend, but a fundamental shift in societal values. They underscore a widespread understanding and acknowledgement of the ethical issues surrounding foie gras production, highlighting the need for decisive action to end this cruelty. Although anecdotal, I myself have interviewed numerous different chefs here in Austin and abroad about this diseased duck liver delicacy. And many of them have exclaimed to me a similar sentiment that, and I quote, "real chefs won't even allow it into their kitchen because it's so cruel." Another chef stated, "The inherent cruelty goes against the intended artistry of a 5-star chef like myself." The public's resounding voice in favor of a ban speaks to our collective responsibility to protect the rights and well-being of all living beings, including animals. Today, as we marveled at the once-in-a-lifetime solar eclipse, over 1 million people gathered here in Austin and other cities in Texas to witness a spectacle that occurs once in a lifetime, so very infrequently. It's moments like these that remind us of the beauty and wonder of our natural world. However, amidst our awe for the eclipse, let's reflect on a stark contrast. While we enjoy the sun's daily presence, there are ducks bred into a captivity that never get to experience the warmth of sunlight. For them, a single glimpse of the sun would be akin to witnessing a celestial event like we did today. Imagine a creature denied the simple pleasure of basking in sunlight, a fundamental experience that we often take for granted. Thank you very much for your time and consideration.
Thank you. Commissioner Holt, this is your item. Would you like to begin the discussion?
Yeah, and I just have to admit, I've been trying to get a hold of the guys who spoke in February and have just been unable to track them down. So I am incredibly ill-prepared to speak to this. Mainly, I wanted this on the agenda so that I could get in contact with the 3 speakers tonight and possibly bring something more organized to the future. So, can everybody who just spoke definitely please reach out to me. But I am in support of this for all the reasons that were outlined, the humanitarian aspects of, not wanting to serve diseased duck liver in our city being a driving force for me. I am interested to know what kind of concerns, questions the other commissioners have so that I can work with the speakers from tonight to put together a more comprehensive proposal for the May meeting.